Talk about events last week in the local elections in many parts of England, and Reform UK gained more than 600 seats and took control of 10 local authorities in Thursday's local elections. One of those areas is Lancashire County Council. Stephen Atkinson is one of the new Reform councillors and a contender to be leader of that council, and he's here with us in the studio to reflect, Stephen, on I think what everybody is agreeing is a fairly momentous shift in politics in England. How do you reflect on Reform's success?
I think it's frustration. I think the country's in a bad place. People don't feel listened to. One quick story, I was leafleting and this very delicate lady came running down the street and she stopped me and said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And I've never experienced that as a politician before.
And you haven't done anything yet?
Yeah, exactly. I think people, and it will be difficult. There's a lot of difficult things, but we're prepared to really refocus on people.
Is it a protest vote?
It may well be, and it's up to us to prove that we can deliver. I mean, when I was leader of Ribble Valley, we delivered. Lowest council tax, freezing council tax 3 years in 7, no charge for green bins, weekly bin collections. We really focused in the Ribble Valley on people. And
you did that as a Conservative?
I did do that as a Conservative, yeah.
So why did you feel that you couldn't stay with the Conservatives?
It's the parliamentary party. I feel it's broken away from traditional Conservative values. I think it's been very focused on power and I think, it was a conversation with a very close relative that said there was no future for him in this country and he might have to emigrate. And I thought, we need to shake things up. This can't go on.
So was it dissatisfaction with the Conservatives rather than the attraction of Reform that made you move? It wasn't the fact that you saw Reform and thought, this is the future, this is the way to go. You just fed up with the Tories.
No, I love this country. It's history, what we're seeing today with VE Day, and I feel that that's not being recognised. And I also feel
one of the ladies sorry to interrupt. One of the ladies we spoke to in London though said this is a great country, and sometimes we do knock it, don't we? We don't realise how lucky we are.
It's an absolutely amazing country, but we're doing so many things that are going to make things very, very difficult. We need to really think about how we stop this doom loop we're in. There's been no growth per capita for 17 years. The economy is now smaller than California and will soon be overtaken by Texas. We've got real problems and we've got to get serious or else things are going to get a lot worse.
One of the things that Reform has talked about is the situation with immigration. And you've said that, Reform have said they want to get all illegal immigrants back where they came from and send them out of the country. It's very difficult if you want to stop people being put in hotels in Lancashire, for example, which you do. How do you stop that? Because it's the Home Office that makes that decision, and you don't really have the powers not to have them, do you?
Well, Lancashire County Council does work with the Home Office, but it's the language that's used. It's everything, such as forced migration, is how they describe people arriving on boats. And these people have made a choice to come on those boats. Serco is a government contractor, are advertising now 5-year leases guaranteed to landlords. And what's that going to do? It's going to make some landlords ask British families to leave to put migrants into houses. This is appalling. This is absolutely wrong. You might have a young family that's out on the street sofa surfing, and this is government money.
How do you respond to people, some critics of Reform, who say that Reform is racist? How do you answer that?
Our chairman is Muslim. We have candidates from all faiths. We have Jewish candidates. What we have together is we love this country and we love what it's achieved. We love its values. What we've got to do is come together and have one common aim, which is the common good. What's the biggest priority facing the new Reform Council in Lancashire now, then? I think the budget, there's a problem with the budget that was passed last year by the Conservatives. They are supposed to make 60 million savings this year but they couldn't make 50 last year. So I've been speaking to the chief executive to see if we're on track for that. But
the money situation is not going to improve for you, though, is it?
no, but about 2/3 of the budget is social care, but 1/3 is discretionary, and we need to go through it line by line and ask a question: does this benefit residents of Lancashire? And if it doesn't, that money needs redirecting to priorities that really affect people day to day.
Thank you for coming in. We do appreciate it. Councillor Stephen Atkinson, Reform Party councillor and potential leader of Lancashire County Council.
Thank you very much, Roger.
Good to see you. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much indeed.